Hi, Muriel from the Sunshine Family. How safe is Costa Rica? That's a question that I get a lot. I moved to Costa Rica back in 2018 with my husband Dirk and two growing up kids. And we're living right now in October 2020. COVID is all around the world. People were more curious to hear how safe is Costa Rica on top of the general things they would like to hear about it, like how is it for women alone, how is it for children, how is it, how is the amounts of theft and crimes and that sort of stuff. So let me cover a couple of things that might help you in your search for information, that might help you to make a real good decision whether to come or to stay away from Costa Rica. Basically, I love Costa Rica. I moved here in 2018, and on the channel I am dedicated to share everything I've learned along my way living here as an expat mom with two young children, two growing up children. And yeah, it has been an exciting adventure, so stick to my video until the end. You might pick up something that you were looking for that might help you to whatever you want to do in Costa Rica. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this might be the great moment to do so. First of all, if you hit the bell icon, you get a notification every time I upload a new video, so you never have to miss anything. And yeah, I am always providing new information, and if you leave me a reply under my videos with your questions, I'm happy to get back to you. And if you like my video, give me your thumbs up, share my video with anyone you think can benefit from. So yeah, I believe personally that Costa Rica is the safest country in Latin America. And it's not just me who's saying that, but there's many people sharing that opinion. Now, personally, I have not really been in other countries in Latin America, but I know a lot of people who do. I cannot stretch enough, so I'm a girl coming from a big city in the Netherlands, that the crime is the same as I believe everywhere else in the world. It's most of all doing silly things that will punish you or can bring you in problems. Like, I will never allow my daughter going by herself to the beach or walk somewhere in a park in San Jose whatsoever. I think it's also depending on where you live. We live in a small town at the peninsula de Nicoya. I'm not saying there's no crime, but there's a larger social control. For example, my daughter had a traffic accident. She fell off the motorbike of someone who gave her a ride, and while she was waiting for me, the guy had to go. Someone just stopped by and stayed with her because her phone died. So while she was talking with me and her phone died, a pure stranger from the same town, a local, a Tico young man, helped her out and lended her the phone so she could continue to call with me, etc, etc. So yeah, I really like that, but don't do silly things. Don't leave your stuff in the bungalows on the beach. Don't leave your valuables in cars. Don't keep your house open if you're not there. I would always say just don't make it easy for thieves. And what does help, and so this is a tip, if you're not like to live in a gated community, like I would never like to live in a gated community. I like to have the space around me. I live on a big property with lots of nature, no neighbors, to have just a couple of dogs who bark and who will dare for you to warn you, right? And also to keep you company. You can have a good gate that really helps, so don't make it easy for people to just walk on your property. And also what does help is just trust in the good of people, right? I cannot stretch it enough. If you are fear-based searching, then there's always a lot of reasons for not coming to Costa Rica. But when I traveled with Dirk around the world, I've been to countries like India, Nepal, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Russia, China. I've basically been everywhere in Asia. It's the same. Don't leave your stuff, your valuable stuff, in the open view of others. Don't show off your valuables. Don't wear jewelry when you walk through through small towns where there's not so much money, right? When there's a poor community, like in countries like Cambodia and India, just adjust, right, to where you are. And that's just common sense, if you ask me. That's also how I raise my children. So yeah, I think the crimes is not higher than elsewhere in the world. If you like to live amongst others and protected by a wall, go live in a gated community. That's totally free and up to you. For women traveling by themselves, I believe it's super, super safe. I know many, many women who came here traveling by themselves. I think in general, Costa Rican people, locals are friendly, open for strangers. In general, expats, tourists, and locals mingle. It's an open culture. They're naturally close, living to nature. The pura vida term isn't there for nothing, right? It is a way of life. It's tranquilo. It's close to nature, like I said. And how safe is Costa Rica? Well, it's keep the responsibility for yourself, right? That's my best advice. Think about what you do, what you show off, where you are. I tell my daughter, do not just be blind for everything that's around you by staring at your phone while you're walking in town. You should never do that. If you're on a quad and your bag is in front of your basket, that's not smart, right? But I should not never do that in the Netherlands either, where I come from. So be aware of pocket thieves, motorbike thieves, but that's the same everywhere in the world, if you ask me again. I think that is actually funny to mention this as a bonus of my short video today, that people ask me, how safe is Costa Rica according to wildlife? Well, they told me that in the river that is the boundary of our property, that kids from the other property across our property have seen a crocodile. Well, that is something to pay attention to, right? I think it's very, very dangerous to stand eye to eye with a big crocodile. Now, I haven't seen it myself, but a country as Costa Rica has a lot of wildlife. There are spiders, there are snakes, there is sharks, there is what else? Scorpions. But it's not that they're eating me every day or threatening to eating me every day, right? I think it's about being mindful while you are in Costa Rica. Be aware of that you live amongst nature and wildlife. They are not your enemies. But it is handy to know which snakes are poisonous. And thanks to the 24/7 library we all have access to, YouTube and Google. You can Google things up, right? Have the doctor's emergency a phone cell number on your fridge, have it in your phone, so if anything happens and you're bitten by some kind of animal, know what to do and where to go and how long it takes for the doctor to be at your place or to go there, right? That's just smart thinking that you should do wherever you are, no matter if you live in the US, Europe, Costa Rica, wherever, right? It's common sense. Be prepared. Don't be naive. That's actually what I'm saying. And respect Costa Rica the way it is, and use your mind, use your brains. I hope that helps. So how safe is Costa Rica in 2020 according to COVID? I will wrap my video up with this. This is a personal thought. I think we are super grateful. We feel super grateful that we are here during the pandemic, but also due to we work online, right? By the way, if that's something that you're interested in to learn more about, go ahead and click the link that you see in the description of my video. You see that when you're watching on the phone, a little triangle, click it, you see some text popping up, but I will add the link here on the screen so you can just follow it. It's digitaldutchies.com/itspossible or something like that. You can learn what it is that we do. But how safe is Costa Rica during COVID? I think the numbers are quite down, lower than elsewhere. It's better than where I come from in The Hague. At the peninsula, the Nicoya, I actually live in a kind of bubble. There's not so many people living here. The roads are pretty bad. I will not prefer to be in San Jose right now, but I will not prefer to be in any big city. I prefer in any ways to start living at the countryside. That's why I moved here at the peninsula, the Nicoya, at our location. And according to how safe is Costa Rica during the pandemic, we use our mask. We go to town now to get some food and stuff. We use mask. We wash our hands. We are using our brains. We think wisely. We don't. I think there's no better place to be right now than in Costa Rica. So if you're on the fence of moving here when you have your retirement in place, or when you you know, have a financial buffer and you have for a couple of months income, and you're also open to learn how to work remotely and online. We have good internet in Costa Rica. It's perfect for digital nomads. I'm a digital nomad officially myself, but we fell so in love with Costa Rica that we decided to buy property and stay here at least until our kids are older and go their own ways. But how safe is Costa Rica? In 2020, I believe it's super, super safe, and I encourage you to just take the leap and come and visit, come on vacation, support the local economy that way, and then take it from there. Just check out Costa Rica, use your common sense, like I said, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. So if you're coming, let me know. Keep me posted, shoot me a reply under my video, subscribe to my channel, like my video, give me your thumb up if you think I deserve it, of course, and learn more about what it is that I do online that can help you to move to Costa Rica successfully this year in 2020. And the safest way to live in Costa Rica is when you have your finances in place. I cannot stretch that enough. I don't know if financially safe is an existing term, but I think people make a mistake to think that they can just start working now in a restaurant or a bar or as a surf teacher or a yoga instructor. That has changed. The local economy is suffering, and the existing businesses have a hard time, so you have to do something really exclusive to make it out here with a brick and mortar business or a brick and mortar service. I would go for the safest way in Costa Rica to work remotely and online, but that is also for another video. I created a video about how to work remotely and online in Costa Rica. You can click this link pops up here to learn more about that. And with that being said, thanks again for watching my video. This was Muriel from the Sunshine Family. I have to go now. I see that my dog is playing around with his own bowl. I get some food now in town, and I want to thank you for watching. Bye.